We've got a very special bonus. I have got for you a box. An unboxing video we're going to do today of something I have waited months and months to find the perfect time to open this. Oh, it looks amazing. The colours. Oh, the beauties. And what a place to start. With a huge hello from the man in yellow and a very warm welcome back to the channel. RetroHolder is the name and retro hunting is the game. And today folks, we've got a very exciting video. I'm very excited because at the beginning of each year I am fortunate enough to celebrate a birthday. Now I know as we get into our maturer years we're not exactly excited about each birthday, but as of recent years, while I have started collecting retro vintage games and toys, I have had the opportunity to reignite some of that nostalgia and childhood with some presents I've got here. And I must say, I have got all sorts of presents. Some presents I wanted, some presents I didn't know I needed, and some presents no one wants. And also folks, we've got a very special bonus. I have got for you a box. An unboxing video we're going to do today of something I have waited months and months to find the perfect time to open this. And it is the perfect time to open this one for you, with the toy fairs only starting again next month, and I can guarantee there is going to be some retro nostalgia contained in this box, which is definitely going to whet your appetites for the next toy fair. And with all the retro figures I'm going to showcase for you today, who knows, I could inspire something new for you to look for as you go out on these toy hunts this year. So sit back, relax folks, and let me take you into an insight of what RetroHolder loves collecting. Right then folks, so as I said at the beginning of the video, I have celebrated another birthday, and that is some definitely awesome presents. Some we wanted, some we didn't want, and some nobody wants. So what we're going to do on today's video, I'm going to showcase the presents I got for my birthday and give you a little bit of a background story, because I feel some of these may need a little bit of an explanation to go with them, which I think will just add to that extra nostalgia and retro quality as well. So what we'll do folks, we shall start off with the presents I was fortunate enough to get from my wife and the daughters as well. I'm so excited guys, because each one of these presents has some huge nostalgia attached to it, and hopefully it might even have some for you as well. But where do we start? I think we shall start with the classics, the ultimates. Take a look at these awesome South Park vinyl figures. Absolutely amazing. Depiction of the 90s. Incredible. Nostalgia 101, I'm telling you. So we got the four characters, Stan, Kyle, Cartman and Kenny. But what was an extra bonus is you got the legend himself, Mr. Chef. What an incredible start. And like I said, we're going to start off small, work our way up to the big finale and the grand finish, because in there you're going to need to warm yourselves up, because it is definitely going to be a retro overload. So stay with me. And I was very happy with those. What a great start. South Park vinyl figures. Going to sit lovely on my desk, which is currently absolutely covered in retro toys. And as you can see, the toys are taking over all over the toy room, so we've got no time to waste. We need to get through these toys as quickly as possible, because I can start sorting this room out. But with that, next one, we've got Marvel Legends Banshee. Absolute classic figure. And there must be a question, surely. Where on earth did that come from, RetroHolder? Well, as I'm sorting through the retro realm, trying to do some documentary and get something prepared for you, I found this box here. And actually contained inside this box is something very relevant to the Banshee. I've also found myself two more Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure ones. Number 1 and number 2 from the Marvel Legends, Iron Man and the Hulk. I haven't seen these figures in about a year or so. Very happy to find these, and it's something I'm actually going to start doing for 2025, which is what direction I'm going to start going in. Is I'm hopefully going to start completing a lot of these toy lines, because as you can see folks, throughout the years that I have been collecting a lot of toys, and I think it's about time that I actually knuckled down and went in the direction of starting to complete these toy lines. So this is the start, and I'm already halfway through the Marvel Legends for the Build-A-Figure. I'm going to absolutely annihilate his name. Anelius? Something like that. but a great start, and only 3 more to get of those. But also the other reason I did grab the Banshee figure is I do have in my collection the original X-Men Banshee, so definitely a fanboy favourite of his. Now what we have next, I am so excited. Only recently have I gained knowledge of these figures actually existing, and it ties in nicely to what I did get for Christmas from the Christmas video with the playset. And again, it also ties in with what RetroHolder is going in with the direction of his toy room and how he's going to display this, because I seem to be falling in love with playsets. For some people that can be a bit of an eyesore, but I feel I've got the space. I feel there is plans and there's definitely potential in this retro realm to maybe do some displays, and hopefully I can document that on the channel and you can watch those as well. But what I want to do is, rather than just having all the toys set out like you would in a toy fair or toy shop, something like that, again, it is nice to have that depictions of the carded toys dotted around the realm. But what I wanted to do something of a next level, think outside the box, and something that really hit those nostalgia buttons. You remember when you're looking in the catalogues or you see on the TV adverts, you have the display of figures in the playsets looking awesome, and it just makes you light up your eyes and you just want to grab everything and you want the whole lot. That's the plan. That's what I'm hoping to do, and hopefully document as we go through the journey together of me building this retro realm, and then hopefully we're going to see some awesome displays, and it could be inspiration for yourselves and your toy rooms too. Anyway, back to this playset. So the playset I got for Christmas, you can see this beautiful Disney Formosa castle from Sword in the Stone. But also, as you can see, it looks a bit bare. It does come with a couple of figures, but I think that's the whole marketing strategy, to entice you to grab some more so you can actually fill up the whole playset, and it's going to look absolutely awesome on display. And it's going to inspire me too. And these figures, incredible. From Disney Formosa as well. I was fortunate enough to be looking on the old Evil Bay and found this incredible lot for an absolute steal, a bargain price. And I'm telling you, these are so toyetic, so nostalgic. It's like literally holding the cartoon of Sword in the Stone in your hands. And let me show you what I've got here. So, for you guys that have watched my first video of the year, I introduced to you this fabulous playset. But with all playsets, there's nothing to put in them, and there's nothing, once you build it, it just looks like a bare unit, because there's so much more spare space. And also, it gives you an insight of how I do actually start collecting toys, because when I get my claws into something, I go on an absolute frenzy and start collecting everything I can from that toy line, because the excitement and the knowledge and the research of looking into and discovering these new toys is absolutely amazing. So that's exactly what I did this time. So as I said, I was fortunate to have found all these figures for an absolute steal on the Evil Bay. And let me start with showing you, get that out of the way, and just take a look at these awesome pieces that I'm going to be putting in that castle playset. There's no better place to start than with this so toyetic catapult. I don't actually know what reference it has in the film, but something that's going to look awesome when it's put on display. Catapults with the boulders, and I just love the quality and how it's displayed. The paintwork, the moulding looks incredible. So bespoke, as you would have found it probably back in the medieval days, how they would have built the catapults and things like that. But also includes a silver knight and his red attire, and also a squire with a spear and shield too. Next one's something that definitely looks familiar from the film. This gauntlet training mechanism, definitely something I remember seeing in the film, and also comes with a knight and squire looking lovely in the black and obviously the yellow too. But what made me fall in love even more with these figures is the absolute quality of how they're made, the paintwork, the detailing. Just looks literally like they've fallen at your TV screens onto your desk. Incredible stuff. And I even love the colours and the different variants. So it just not seems like an absolute uniform. You get pops of colour as you're displaying the different pieces all over the place. Next that was included was this epic battering ram. Again, something I don't have any memories of that was actually in the film, but looking Incredible, loving how it's made and the mechanism too. Unfortunately folks, it is missing the seat that is supposed to go on the top, which is spring loaded, which actually catapults one of the squires or whoever you want to put on there off. But what the best thing was what figures it come with. This absolute legend, Hector from Sword in the Stone, Wart's stepfather, guardian, whichever you want to call him. Absolutely fabulous and looking literally identical as how he was depicted in the movie as well. Fantastic condition, loving the detail with the accessories of the sword, his uniform, his armor. Awesome, I'm telling you, nostalgia overload. Incredible, guys, incredible. But my god, that is just the start, people. Also included with that, we found a couple more of knights and squires and their horses as well. Very nice that you get the good and the bad knights with the different colours on the actual armour and the weapons as well. But again, really loving the colours, how they pop, and the contrast that they have with the figures and all their different armour and accessories too. And I think these two are similar to what you actually get in the playset. So an even better bonus, because I think it is nice to have some which are of similar uniform and some which are different, so you can see the variety. And I'm telling you, I'm getting so excited. I cannot wait to document and film when I actually start building it and put it on display as well. Now, of course, if you are a Knight and Fairy Tale fan, no Knight story is complete without adding yourself a pink or purple dragon. Now you know, from those of us in the film, the purple dragon is actually fighting Merlin as they're doing their wizard's duel. But I think something definitely that's going to look awesome on display. Something I had to pick up, still sealed in the bag, so in an absolute mint condition, which is what I'm preferable to as well. So a bonus there. Like I said, still sealed in the bag, so I am going to have to open that at some point. I just feel a bit reluctant to do so because, like I said, it's a sealed bag, people. It's a sealed bag. But look at the quality, look at the condition, look at the absolute epic retro nostalgia. What a purple dragon find that is. Well, there you have it. As you can see right there, as soon as I get excited for some nostalgia and some retro goodness, I dive in head first, feet first, everything's in to try and find anything to add to the collection and just add to the awesome display that I'm going to do for this lot, and I cannot wait. The final piece, though, that I managed to find for an epic birthday present. Take a look at the boxed launching cannon wagon. I don't know what it's called, but not only that, sealed as well, unopened, brand new mint condition, and the extra bonus, it comes with Kay, Hector's son, you remember from the movie. So I'm slowly building up the characters, which are going to look awesome in the castle. Looking, oh, I can't wait, looking fantastic on display. I'm so excited, I can't help myself. But as you see on the back of the card, there are some more available mini play sets, which I think are going to be pretty cool to add. As you can see, you've got Arthur pulling out the knight sword from the Sword in the Stone, and that big knight mechanism. That looks pretty cool as well, which I think will fit in quite nicely into the playset somewhere. Definitely happy with that. Only stickler I have, because it's just my preference, it's got Disney Heroes. That one's got Disney Adventures. Oh, am I being too anal? Who knows, folks? Leave it in the comments. Then that just leaves one more left before we get to opening the massive box, and I cannot wait, guys. You are going to have your minds blown, I'm telling you. But before that, so then something I've actually fallen into recently, started again going down the rabbit hole at the car boot. I picked up that fantastic Men in Black Ambush J figure, and there it started. I went on a tangent just again, looking around, having a look, see what other figures there were, and just reliving those nostalgic memories. And believe it or not, if memory serves me right, I think it was coming towards the end of my toy collecting as a child, because these were released I think in 1997. But guys, let me show you this absolute quality Men in Black Mikey deluxe figure with exploding body too. Fantastic box condition, looking awesome. One of my favourite characters, and one of the first characters that you actually see getting blown up by Kay in the movie. Awesome stuff. There you go, you can see on the back all the other agents and deluxe figures. Hopefully I'll be able to add and collect this year, but God knows where I'm going to put them. That's why I'm going to need your help. So for future videos, we're going to start documenting and hopefully fill out, display and make this retro realm looks something of an absolute paradise. Oh yes, but now, retro fans, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time, the moment, the perfect opportunity we've all been waiting for. I get to now show you what is inside this box, and I cannot wait. But just before I do that, I have to give you a little bit of a background story. So as I said to you before, I do tend to go on a little bit of a tangent and go on an absolute hunting spree as soon as I find something that is very nostalgia and something that gets me very, very excited. And I've done the same with this. This tangent actually started at a toy fair, but not just any toy fair, folks. It started back last year in the NEC toy fair, where I started picking up a couple of Playmates figures, and then the floodgates opened and I went on an absolute tangent. As you've seen from my previous videos, I've picked up a load more of the Playmates Dick Tracy's from 1990, and there's going to be a second video coming very, very soon. But first, I have to showcase what the second part is going to be about, and that's when this video comes in. Beautiful box of retro goodies. Now, just before I get into it, I do have to give a massive shout out, and to be fair, I'm going to dedicate this video to one very special man. That man is Matt Booth, the absolute legend that he is. And you would have seen him at the last NEC when he actually hooked me up with those incredible Mummies Alive figures. But from that, I noticed he'd been doing a live sale from his home, selling off some bits of his collection, and I caught the tail end of it, and that's when I got in contact with him. And with that, he's done me an absolutely fantastic deal. And look, you can see on the post date, post by the 13th of November 2024. That's how long I waited to get in and open these guys. There's no space. Where do you put it? But let's crack on and let me show you some fantastic 90s vintage toys, people. Oh, it looks amazing. The colours. Oh, the beauties. And what a place to start. Bob the Killer Goldfish in number 4. Beautiful start to the Playmates collection of Earthworm Jim figures. Loving that. Incredible piece. We got a little bit of a ding. We'll hopefully get that out, but not too much trouble, because I know Matt, he is a very OCD over the condition of these, so I'm very, very confident the condition is going to be fabulous. But what a great start. Bob the Killer Goldfish. But what good is one Killer Goldfish? You got to have another one. I told you he was a stickler for his conditions, and this one, creme de la menthe, I'm telling you, in the condition of that. Much better. No ding on the bottom of that one. Bubble, fabulous. Another more minty upgrade, as quick as that. Bob the Killer Goldfish, and number 4. This box is massive. Who we got next, folks? What's her name? I can't remember. You'll have to leave it in the comments. But look, the damsel in distress that you are going to rescue on, obviously, that game on the Mega Drive, absolute classic, Earthworm Jim 2. And I'm going to tell you more about these once I've got a complete collection, and we're going to do a separate video of the history of Playmates and how it has its attachment with Earthworm Jim. But again, another awesome find. Princess, what's her name? And this figure, this was the one that started it all. Hench Rat and Evil Cat. And you know what I love about these? The main characters is actually the minifigures. These are the accessories. I just love how incredible Earthworm Jim Playmates, in fact, everything's all twisted and mutated and just all over the place. They do it with all their toys. Turtles, Toxic Crusaders. It's just a definite love of mine. Absolutely incredible. Look at that one. Beautiful. Hench Rat and Evil Cat. But wait, there's more. Fantastic Peter Puppy. And also something I've just noticed, they actually released more good guys than they did bad guys. There you go. Today's years old when you actually realise that. Completely different to what they did with the Dick Tracy. 2 good guys and the rest of them villains. Crazy. But epic piece. Look at the detailing. Loving that. Even better when you play him in the game. Awesome piece. Peter Puppy looking incredible there. Now, of course, what good is one Peter Puppy when you'd have 2? Beautiful, fantastic. The reason I got this is because, as you can see, the card, the bubble, is a little bit beat up and battered. But you know what that means. We're going to have to let him breathe. Which I'll do in a minute because we still got a couple more to get through. But yes, a battered bubble, but in a complete condition. Gonna go lovely with my Lucy's. Then folks, the final two from this awesome toy line. Look at that awesome Psycho, the arch nemesis of Earthworm Jim. Always racing him through the teleportations, trying to destroy him out of his evil bot. But I love the colours. Look how awesome he looks in the yellow. Fantastic figures. Love the accessories. Also included Major Mucus. Loving, just Apple. I am just so in love with Playmates. Love their figures. Love their designs. Definitely an awesome one there. And of course, Scarecrow. And of course, Psycho in the yellow. But guys, it can't be called a toy line without the man of the moment himself in Battle Damage. Battle Damaged Earthworm Jim. Beautiful one, absolutely incredible. Loving the detailing on that. Looks so awesome. Very Terminator-esque, I must say, from the 90s. Beautiful card, love the artwork. As stated here, a slightly battered daring defender of the Earth, cosmos and everything else. Awesome. Love those. And don't forget his little battle damage snot as well. Love it, love it. But as you know, I am missing a couple more. A couple of the originals and the deep sea diving Earthworm Jim. So again, like I said, I go on a tangent and I get literally 90%, and it gives me just that little incentive just to push that little bit more, hunt that little bit harder, so I can finally start completing these awesome and amazing toy lines. And I cannot wait for you guys to join me as well. But on that note, folks, look at the awesome things. Look at the awesome toys we've managed to look through today. I hope I have unlocked some nostalgic memories for you, and I hope it has been awesome. And I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Groovy.